Hi everyone, this is RJ, and I wanted to do a review of one of my all-time personal favorite movies, uh, the 1994 film The Crow. And the movie The Crow stars Brandon Lee. For in case some of y'all who don't know, Brandon Lee um, was the son of the martial arts legend Bruce Lee, and the movie The Crow is one of my most favorite movies of all time. And the story is about a musician, which is Brandon Lee. He comes back from the dead after him and his fiance are brutally and tragically murdered by the hands of a corrupt gang of criminals who tried to take over their apartment space. And he's resurrected by the crow, and when he comes back, he has supernatural powers, and he's pretty much unstoppable. He's a he's a dark character, and he's based on a comic book strip by James O'Barr. And James O'Barr got the inspiration for the Crow when his fiance got killed, and she got killed in a terrible car accident, I believe. And anyways, that's where the Crow came from. Dealing from a tragic loss of someone that he loved, he wanted to put it onto film. And the Crow, he's also the look of the Crow came from many rock musicians, I believe. Like he was inspired from Kiss and Alice Cooper, even The Cure, the band The Cure. I know his body, his torso was he was based off of Iggy Pop, and Iggy Pop was actually going to be in the Crow movie, but something happened and he wasn't able to be in it. But however, he was able to be in the second one, which he did a great performance in the second one, The Crow, City of Angels. And well, my review might be have a few spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie, you might want to stop watching and maybe watch me afterwards. But anyways, I'm gonna go into the story a little bit more and the way the movie is. It's a very dark movie. It's pretty much the darkest movie or even comic book movie I've seen. It's darker than the Tim Burton Batman, and it's even darker than the Christopher Nolan Batman movies, the the Dark Knight and so forth. Yeah. I love I just love the way that the story plays out. The pacing, it plays out well, and there isn't a whole ton of action. I'm not going to tell you that there is, but the action and suspense that's in the film, you really will enjoy it. It's and the score, I believe, is done by Graham Revell. Graham Revell did a great score. It has a lot of emotion to it, and it's one of the best movie scores that I probably ever heard. And other than Brandon Lee, who stars in the film, we also got Ernie Hudson, who plays a police officer who starts to help out Brandon Lee, the Crow, and Michael Wincott, who plays the lead bad guy, and he does a great performance as the lead bad guy. His name is Top Dollar, and the character Top Dollar is really ruthless, and he has a thing for his supposedly Asian or half Asian sister, and that's pretty weird. And he also has a collection of swords. He's really into swords, and there's a great scene in the movie where those swords get used. And however, with Brandon Lee, unfortunately, it was his last movie that he ever got to do, and that's just too bad. But he got killed on the set filming. There was a mishap with the gun prop or something, and got the bullet got charged into the barrel, and it went off on Brandon. And it just, it's a shame, because he was on his way to be a really great action hero, I believe. And I would have loved to see what he'd been doing today if he was still alive and with us. Well, as I said, The Crow. Brandon Lee is he's a great martial artist, but you don't get to see too much of his martial arts talent in the movie. It has great drama though, and has a lot of shootouts and stabbings, a lot of impalings in The Crow. And I know a lot of comic book movies have and other movies in general have they borrowed from The Crow a lot. I noticed that. The 2004 Punisher movie, they borrowed from the fire of the bird, the crow. They did the same thing, but with the Punisher skull instead. You believe that? I This is probably Brandon Lee's best movie in my opinion. I really do think so. Is that but for his martial arts? If you're interested in seeing his martial arts talent, I suggest you check out probably Rapid Fire, Showdown in Little Tokyo with Dolph Lundgren, and those really show his martial arts talent. The Crow was directed by Alex Proyas, and it was written by David J. Scow and John Shirley. And one of the writers even makes a cameo appearance in the movie, who gets killed by Lee. And even the creator of the comic book makes a cameo in the movie. He's the long-haired dude who's still in the TV after Eric blew up Mr. Gideon's pawn shop. And the DVD, it's a pretty, the DVD is it's a good DVD. It's got a 2-disc, has a lot of features. It's got behind the scenes featurette. It's got a commentary with Jeff Most and the screenwriter John Shirley. It's got a profile and an interview with the creator of the comic book, James O'Barr. It's got storyboards. It's got some deleted footage, some deleted scenes, and some extended footage. Very interesting stuff. I think they should have kept some of the extra extended stuff into the movie. It's got doesn't have a trailer, but it has it's got a lot of poster concepts, and it's got production photos you can look at. And it's a great DVD to own. It's a great movie to own. And if you haven't seen this, I really suggest you check it out. I've been a fan of this movie since it first came out back in '94. I was lucky enough to see it twice in the theater, and it just stuck with me till now, till today. I enjoy it just as much as I ever did when I was about 10 years old, I believe. And I think this movie, it was a big hit. It was a big hit. But it's got like an underground sort of following to it also. There's a lot of merchandise out there that like there's t-shirts, there's posters, there's even action figures. You find places like Hot Topic, I believe. There wasn't that much merchandise of the Crow back then, though, when it first came out. But see, I was one of the original fans. I'm proud to say I was a fan when it first came out. I didn't become a fan of it just now. When you start to see that it's all popular in an underground sort of way. Uh, this is a great movie. I even dressed as the Crow for Halloween. I've dressed as the Crow twice already. It was an easy costume for me to do, and I paid respect to the great man and Brandon Lee. Um, I probably might dress as the Crow again. I'm not sure for this year. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe, yeah. It's real easy for me to do. There's about, I think there's about, yeah, there's 3 sequels to this movie. Um, I don't know if I'll review those or not. Maybe. I really enjoy the second one, and the third one I haven't really seen. The fourth I really enjoy. Edward Furlong is the Crow in that one, and there's also, unfortunately, which was inevitable, I am sure of it, but there is a reboot or remake, whatever you want to call it, of The Crow, and that's in the works. And as for who they got to play The Crow in the remake or reboot, I have no idea. I have no idea what it's gonna be like. I don't know if I probably won't go see it. Maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe it's one movie I wait for DVD or cable, but I think it's a movie that should be left alone. It's uh, it's just a classic in my opinion, and it's one of a kind movie. You should yeah, you should definitely see this movie. You really gotta. I really appreciate this movie a lot. So I want to thank y'all for watching my review on the Crow. I hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Okay, take it easy. Bye bye.